All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And you know, sometimes you forget about something. I mean, you know, whatever, you haven't thought about it in a number of years, you just think it doesn't exist anymore. Well, I mean, that's what I had thought happened to Sena. I thought, you know, after the Mondavi partnership broke up in 2004, you know, Robert Mondavi was the king of joint ventures. And he did one, of course, first with the Baron Philip de Rothschild with Opus 1. He did one with the Frescobaldi family, and that is in Italy, Luce, and then down in Chile, he made a wine called Sena with the Chadwick family. And this is one of the first iconic wines from Chile. You know, Mondavi went down there first in 1991 and met with all the major producers and finally decided to make a partnership with the Chadwick family. And they developed a chateau-like concept here about 60 miles north of Santiago. So just like the great chateaus of Bordeaux, they decided on a vineyard site, and they were going to make a single wine from that site and make it one of the iconic wines of Chile. Well, you know, this wine's been gone from the market for several years now. I think ever since the Mondavi family broke up, they had a clause in their contract that if the Mondavi family ever sold the winery, that the other party had a chance to buy their portion of it back, which is what happens. And of this 4,000 case production, 70% goes to China. Unbelievable, because the state of Florida is the #1 market in the world for high-end Chile and Argentina products, and we only get 300 cases in the U.S. of this wine. Unbelievable to think about. Anyways, this wine is a blend of 60% Cabernet Sauvignon, 20 Carmenere, 10 Merlot, and the rest is Cabernet Franc with a little Petit Verdot in the blend. And this wine is your typical Chilean Bordeaux-style blend. It's got a beautiful bouquet to it, a little bit of that peppery spice, those fresh herbs you get from Chile, and lovely plum and black cherry fruit. Really nice complexity on the nose. You know, it's big. It's got some oak to it, 22 months, 50% new, 50% second use, but still very elegant. Big and chewy on the palate. Also a lot of fruit here. Lovely concentration and richness, but nice freshness. One of the things you get from the wines of Chile here. This wine's got some nice spice to it too. That herbs, the tobacco, that peppery note that is Chile showing at the end, but not overbearing. Everything in balance here. This wine, very elegant finish. Really nice richness, but restrained. Very Bordeaux-like. Very nice freshness, and I think they've achieved everything they want to here. This is definitely one of the top wines you will find from Chile. And at $187.50 it should be. Most excellent juice. All right, well, they got a new project also out on the coast in Aconcagua, which this is a new appellation, Aconcagua Costa. This Arboleda project, they're making some very good wines here. Only 4,000 cases of each. And the vineyard here is so close you can actually see the ocean. And they're the only producer in this region, actually. This wine's definitely your cool climate Chardonnay, crisp green apple, lemon, citrus fruit, a touch of vanilla, toasty oak spice there. But this wine really all about the terroir, and it's got some lovely tree fruit here, but a really tongue-tingly, minery finish here. Minerally finished, a little bit of vanilla bean spice, but really nicely balanced and very fresh. And it's $18.75. Wow, an incredible value. Excellent juice. The Sauvignon Blanc from the same region. This wine, very intense in that signature pepperoncini kind of pepper spice to the nose. Some lovely papaya and green mango-like fruit. A very fresh and bright style on the palate. That peppery spice on the finish. Some lovely tropical fruit here. Some bright mineral tones on the finish. An excellent example of Sauvignon Blanc from Chile. $18.75. They're now starting to excel at several different varietals. Sauvignon Blanc being one of them I really like. The Carmenere, well, that's what they're famous for. They didn't even know what it was until like 15, 20 years ago. And they got 30 acres of Carmenere in this region. This wine's 100% varietal. It has that lovely Indian spice, black pepper, black plum, dark cherry, some coffee notes to it. Really textbook Carmenere from Chile. Really nice fruit, big and chewy on the palate. That coffee, fresh earth, and toasty oak notes. And 10 months of new oak, new and second use, so you get a little bit of spice. But this wine's got lovely structure, depth, and wonderful freshness here on the finish. $23.25, an excellent little value. And then the Cabernet Sauvignon. The vines are about 10 years old, so same vineyard as the Carmenere. It's got a bit of Cabernet Franc, 8% to round it out here. And the vineyard name is Las Virientis, which means natural spring water. This wine's got a nice peppery spice to the nose here also, some fresh earth, some cigar box notes, dark currants, roasted coffee. Really big and chewy wine on the tongue with layers of that dark berry fruit, tobacco, spice, earth, and mocha through the finish. I like this wine a little bit better than the Carmenere, but both of these excellent values for $23.25. That's what we had to drink with our folks from Sena, or the Chadwick family of wines. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.